Dear students, so today's class will be on module 5, lecture 2. Already I had done this video on how to do test on insulators as well as bushings and all. So on high voltage insulators as well as bushings. Now I'll go for high voltage test on circuit breakers and isolators. So these circuit breakers and isolators plays a very important role in switchgear devices. Okay. So isolators, if you see the circuit breakers and different types of circuit breakers will be there, and its different ratings also will be there. Okay, so that they can erect these circuit breakers at a particular operations and all. Okay, some having different withstanding capacities like oil circuit breaker will be there, SF6 circuit breakers. So all those things, different isolators will be there. Okay, so that is double pole, double through, single pole, like that. Different isolators as per operation. For high voltages, how much voltage level will be there depending upon that. So what type of stations, substations and all. So depending upon that. But so the testing has to be done, very much important on circuit breakers as well as isolators. So now, what is this circuit breaker? So this circuit breaker, it will operate under loading condition. Whenever there is a fault occurs, what happens? So relay has to sense, circuit breaker has to trip. So it will operate under loading condition. Whereas isolators, it will operate on no load. So actually isolators will be provided either side of the circuit breakers. First circuit breaker has to operate, afterwards isolator has to trip. This is the operation. Okay, but now we have to do testing of this. Once if they do testing of circuit breakers and isolators, it means what? It is having that much of withstanding capacity. So then quality testing they will do and they will erect in the field. Okay, now see. So now the testing has to be done. This is both of isolator circuit breaker. So both high voltage testing has to be done on both. Okay. So common characteristics will be there for both, you can consider. So before going to this, these are some points I am going to give on this. Okay. So testing of circuit breaker has to be done, and these are all much relevant. So now here what happens here, isolator as well as isolators as well as circuit breaker testing has to be done. Okay. So now you can see here a small interrupting current of order of 0.5 ampere will be there. Okay, for rated voltage 420 kilovolt and below. So which may be a capacitive current of bushings and some voltage they are specified here. Okay, how much voltage it can withstand and all. Okay. And if you see the particular definition of isolator is nothing but a disconnector also you can call. Okay. So otherwise as per the rule of IS 9921, so isolator are also called as a disconnector. It's a mechanical switch also you can call. So which provides opening and closing. This is a switch, opening and closing. Okay. And it's also opening and closing of a circuit. Okay. Negligible current. So I told no load condition it will operate. It is capable of carrying a current under normal circuit condition. Okay. So, so now I'll go for here different constructional as well as operational features will be there. Okay. So now, and actually if you want to go for depth, this how exactly circuit breaker operates and all, in power system protection circuit breaker chapter is there. Okay. So now depth that analysis they have given, once arc it will happen, arc interruption, what is that, recover voltage, for all those things will be there. Okay, so that definitions also you can get it easily in circuit breaker chapter. So power system protection, so last module, so read that properly, then in high voltage also you can understand easily. Okay, so depth they have given, what is this inductive current, capacitive current, how exactly it will takes place and all. Okay. So now the main test what they are doing on circuit breakers and isolators are, these are the main tests, that is dielectric test they are doing, temperature rise test, mechanical test, short circuit test and all. Okay. So now let us go with first dielectric, before going to the short circuit test. This dielectric test, they are consisting of voltage withstanding test, power frequency test also will be there. Okay. Lightning, switching impulse voltages and all. So these tests they are done both on internal as well as external insulation with switch or circuit breakers. Okay, in both open and closed conditions they are doing. Okay, if they want to go for in open position, the test voltage level will be 15% higher than test voltage. Okay. So now an impulse voltage test they will do with lightning impulse voltage wave of standard shape and all. Similar manner they are doing how they are done on insulators and all. Okay. And also switching surge test also they are doing on this, because how much it can withstand. All these switching surges test means within, these are all switching means within circuit operations, components you can call. Impulse means thunders, good schedule agata externally. Switching means inside of that equipment. Okay. And temperaturized mechanical test also they are doing on circuit breakers and insulators. First I am going to this with this short circuit test, because in question paper it has been asked. The most important test they are carried on circuit breakers are short circuit test. So these tests nothing but primary test will be there. Ability of safety plays a very important role here. So main thing, it consisting of making and breaking, means on and off you can call, okay. That is in circuit breaker. If you want to go for isolators, short circuit test also they are conducting, okay. So now I will go for depth here. First is direct test. So it has been asked in question paper. Direct test we are doing using short circuit generators as a source, and also they are using with power utility system or network as a source, okay. So now in direct test it is short circuit generator as a source and using the power utility system or network as a source. First one. Second one, synthetic test ali, direct testing in network or in the field. What is this here? So in direct testing, the high voltage test on the circuit breakers and isolators are sometimes tested for make and break, means on and off, okay. They are doing testing under normal load condition, or also they can do under short circuit condition also. In direct test they are doing, okay. And this is done for a particular period, that is energy, a particular period of limited energy consumption, okay. And so now, so here whatever the electrical energy will be there, when electric energy is diverted for other section of the network which is not connected to the circuit or under test, okay. That condition, this type of whatever test will be there, they will do when electric energy is diverted to the other sections and all, okay, of the network and all. So at that condition what happens, free from the electric energy test they will do, okay. So apart from that, these circuit breakers, isolators which is not connected in the field, first they take it out, they will test it, afterwards they will connect, that is direct test. And advantage of this direct, that is field test, will be whatever high voltage test on circuit breakers and isolators they are doing under actual condition, like a particular network they are, okay, actual condition, how much what actually it takes place in circuit breakers and isolators, they will test it, okay. Making and breaking of charging current, they will see how much that small inductive current, capacitor current, all those things they will check out, okay. And safety also plays a very important role. Disadvantage, if you see, the circuit breakers can be tested at only at a given rated voltage, and also you can call network capacity also, okay. And also it is necessary to interrupt normal services, okay, of light load conditions also, okay. In direct testing we can go for here, that is short circuit test in laboratory. This is very much important, it has been asked in question paper. Just have a look at direct testing. In order to test this type of circuit breakers at different voltages, see what and what consisting of the schematic layout here. This is the schematic layout, okay. It consisting of short circuit generator, and this is a make that is master breaker switch will be there. It is associated with master circuit breaker, resistors, reactors will be there, and measuring devices also will be there. A make switch plays a very important role, which will initiate the short circuit, and the master circuit breaker isolates these testing devices from the source, okay. So now, and also master circuit breaker can trip if the test, whatever test device will be there, if it fails to operate. So this will trip. So backup just like. And short circuit generator with induction motor as a prime mover also available within this, okay. And this is the current transformer, this is test object and capacitive circuits. This is the schematic diagram under they are doing under short circuit test and all. B is the synthetic testing. Synthetic testing under ಏನಪ್ಪ, see in this synthetic testing and different switches are they are connected here, okay. And due to high interrupting capacity of high voltage on the testing of circuit breakers and isolators, what happens, sometimes what happens, it is not economical to use a single source, and different switches has to be used, okay, to test on the circuit breakers and all. So therefore effective short circuit test can be done with two sources, effect of two sources, one which supplies the AC current and other with high voltage, okay. So now just schematic diagram, this is nothing but synthetic testing. At different time period they have given switches, this is 1, this is 3, 4, 5, total 6 switches will be there. See the same explanation they have given here, okay. So with different auxiliary switches will be there, whatever test they can do here, okay, you can check it these things, okay. Different switches we are going to use here. Switch 1, this is inductive, and then this is third switch, this is fourth one, toggle switch also you can call, this is T, another switches, different switches we are using at particular condition. So how much it can withstand, depending upon that particular switch has to operate. And this is the different time period, where the current will rise, it will come down to original position. This is the short circuit current you can call, this is the 0 where current is interrupted. And just you can see this explanation also. So auxiliary switch 3 and test circuit breaker T closed, okay. So now this switch 1 causes the current to flow, and 3 and test circuit breaker, mainly they have told here this one, this 3 and mains this T. So first they will close these two and it will operate and current will pass, Okay, the circuit breaker has to operate here. That only they have explained here. Okay. And once that auxiliary circuit breaker 3 and test circuit breaker is closed, what happens? The switch 1 causes the current to flow. Okay. And actually it starts from T0 and it will go to T1 and next will be T2. And at T0, the circuit breaker operates T1. So what happens here? So here what happens? So main the current will flow at higher frequency, and T2 the generator current will be 0. Okay, circuit breaker 1 will clear that circuits. Okay, so directly they have specified here. You can see this also. Okay, this is 1. First this 3 as well as this T, it will operate. This it will be closed. Current will pass. So this is starts from T0. Here current will flow. It will rise. Maximum it will be that it will come down at T1 position, and next will be T2. Last will be T3, and last sixth this switch will be closed, depending upon operation. And short circuit, once it is happened on that, it can withstand. Afterwards the current has to be come to 0. Okay, this is short circuit test. All these things are explained properly in this. And composite test, in this method the breaker is the first tested. Composite testing. Okay, a rated breaking capacity also they will specify. This method does not give proper estimate actually. This is the composite testing. Unit testing also plays a very important role here. This can be tested, and more than one breaker is provided per pole actually for unit testing. One break is provided per pole. They are giving this circuit breakers and all. Okay, so now what particular break is provided for a particular per pole breaker is they are giving, and more than 220 kilovolt also they can do test on this unit testing also. And testing procedure, if they want to go for this high voltage testing on circuit breakers and all, isolators and all, first one they are going for breaking capacity, making capacity and all. They can check. See this list also they have given. B3 and all, this is rated symmetrical breaking capacity. This is also symmetrical breaking capacity. B3 10%, 30%, 60% rated symmetrical breaking capacity, 100% with recovery. Okay, in that symmetrical test and all. Okay, that is last one is the symmetrical test, and one test cycle it is repeated for asymmetrical breaking capacity. Okay, so they will repeat actually if breaking capacity if it not withstand that much of voltage, so repeatedly they will continue, so that they can those insulators whatever you can go for that. We are doing testing on this. Okay, so now isolators as well as circuit breakers, if it won't withstand that much of voltage, they will repeat that until that current has to be it can withstand. Okay, that is asymmetrical test and all. So these are all the tests we are doing. That is direct test, synthetic test. It has been asked in exam. Okay, so this it has been asked, that is direct test in circuit breakers as well as short circuit test laboratories, as well as testing on circuit breakers and all. It has been asked. I can show this question paper also. Wait. See, on question paper it has been asked different methods of conducting short circuit test on circuit breakers and all. Okay, so just now I told how they are doing short circuit test on circuit breakers, so that it has been asked for 8 marks. Okay, so for previous video I explained how they will do test on insulators and bushings. Second will be isolators and circuit breakers, short circuit direct test and all. Okay, just do it. Okay, thank you.